James was feeling very proud of himself. His red paint gleamed as he was going through the countryside. Then he stopped at a junction where Percy came in front of him. As he came in with some trucks, James was surprised to see him.
What are you doing here, Percy? You're supposed to be at a station by now.
I know, but these trucks are causing me trouble.
That's no excuse. Trucks shouldn't stop us. The Fat Controller relies on us to be on time. Now, if you excuse me, I'll be on my way.
James puffed away importantly and Percy grumbled. "Bossy buffers," he said. James arrived at the harbor. It was market day. The harbor was filled with the smell of fruit from faraway lands. James watched in awe as strawberries, melons, bananas, and oranges were delivered in James's trucks. And then he chuffed happily away. On James's way, he met Thomas. "Really reliable, that's me. Pity the same can be said for Percy." Terence was confused. "What was all that about?" he said. "I agree. I saw him act this way this morning." "That's trouble. Trouble for James. You'll get to know him soon enough." Percy was back in the yards and shunting. He had the trucks in good order and was making up for lost time. But the station master had bad news. James's brakes has jammed. We need Percy to come and help him. Percy set off to the rescue. He found James stuck on the line and looking quite glum. Percy couldn't help but laugh. "Caught yourself in a jam! Hey, James! What you call a sticky situation?" "Be quiet," said James. "It's not fun having jam brakes." "And not really reliable either," teased Percy. "Surprised you let it happen, James. Nothing should stop us engines." "That's enough, Percy," said his driver. "Can you just push the trucks over?" "Of course I can," said Percy. "There's no time to lose. James has done enough for that already." "Run along now," said James angrily. And Percy reversed to the trucks. "Off we go," said Percy, going on the other line. "I'll have to go fast to get there in time," said Percy again. "These big engines are so unreliable," he said, chanting to himself. Percy hadn't seen that the points had failed and diverted him to the other line. "Watch out, Percy," said his driver, and he slammed on the brakes, but it was too late. Percy's driver and fireman luckily jumped out, but squash fruit flew all over Percy. Oh, poor Percy. "Percy, you are not fully to blame for the points failure, but I don't run a fruit factory." "Yes, sir. No, sir, no, sir." And Percy ran back away to the sheds. That night it was silent. Percy and James felt very sorry for themselves. At last, Thomas spoke. "You know," he said to no particular engine, "there's more than one way to jam ourselves." It was silent again. No one had laughed. "Oh, well, worth a shot. Once more," he continued, "we also learned that just because we're helping our engine in a, well, jam, doesn't mean that nothing can go wrong." "So?" said Duck. "So," said Thomas, "we learned a lot today. And you can't think that you're confident, but try to not think you're better than the other engines." And everyone could agree with that.